We're joined right now by MSNBC political analyst Michelle Bernard, who's often on our network, and of course the Reverend Eugene Rivers of the Aziza Christian Community Church up in Boston. I want to ask both of you, well, you start first, Michelle. We work together almost every night, and you're on Keith's show as well, and Rachel's show. Your thoughts and feelings. Take some time.
Thank you. About a year ago this month, during the holiday season, I saw a man who I admire very, very much with his family in southern Florida being discriminated against in a restaurant. This is a black man, a very proud man, who was literally brought to tears because of the way he had been treated. And I think in the context of this election and in the context of this event, I have spent every single day since that time period thinking about the 1968 Memphis sanitation workers strike and those indelible black and white pictures of all of those beautiful black men wearing those signs that say, "I am a man." And I think one of the things that we have not really talked about tonight, but I think it's very important in the context of our nation and for African Americans in particular, is the importance of manhood in our black, in the black community. You'll remember that Martin Luther King went to Memphis in support of the sanitation workers, and he was assassinated in Memphis. And it was almost as if a part of our manhood was taken away from our community with that bullet. And I took a look today at a list of black men throughout history that I've had so much respect for, and I just wanted to read you just very quickly a small quote from a speech that Frederick Douglass gave in 1852 called "The Meaning of July 4th for the Negro." And in that speech he asked, "What to the American slave is your July 4th? To him your celebration is a sham, your boasted liberty an unholy license, your shouts of liberty hollow mockery." Well, thank goodness today Frederick Douglass could not utter those words. And so to many, many black men, and I hope my black sisters don't send me nasty emails in anger tomorrow, but to our black brothers, I think it's very important tonight. I'd like to say to my father and my brother, who I think are the greatest men I've ever known, to men like Frederick Douglass and Thurgood Marshall and Marcus Garvey and all of the men who paved the way for Barack Obama to be where he is tonight. Our nation, both black and white, black Americans did not do this alone. White America, Jews and Gentiles, demonstrated very clearly tonight that we are truly, out of the birth of what was an imperfect nation, we are a perfect nation tonight. All men are created equally, and I hope that we will see for many future generations to come that we recognize as a commonality amongst ourselves as human beings, that we all have this unalienable right that we talk about, called the right to liberty, life, and the pursuit of happiness.
Oh, Michelle, thank you so much.
Thank you.
My pal, you leave me silent for a second. Let me go to the Reverend Rivers, sir. Your thoughts and feelings as well.
What is extraordinary for one to reflect on is the fact that this nation, which was founded as a slaveholding republic, has, and and what Michelle has said is really, really absolutely on target, has demonstrated its capacity to reinvent itself, to improve itself, to grow and develop. And tonight, I said this before, in a very profound way, the residual spirit of the Confederacy was defeated, and I think in some very fundamental way, we've brought closure on the legacy associated with the founding of the nation as a slaveholding republic, as a black man. And I think it's even more than African American, as a black man who tonight, together with this entire great country, said to the world and to hundreds of millions of young people around the world that the United States is, this unique experience. Tonight, the United States said, listen, we are that city on a hill. We are that city on the hill where anything is possible as a function of industry, hard work, that we as a society will come together. I think there's one additional point quickly. Tonight also represents, Chris, and there needs to be a deeper discussion of this, a major philosophic shift The politics of racial grievance died tonight. No longer can people use the excuse of being blocked by other people. And so the United States enters a new chapter in its great narrative. This former slaveholding republic has demonstrated to the world beyond question its commitment to democracy and inclusion. Philosophically, within the black community, there is now going to be a major shift as we see the death of the racial politics of grievance, and a new philosophical debate begins within the black community.
Well, I think that's only the beginning of a debate, sir. But Reverend Witness, thank you very much, and thank you, Michelle Bernard.